That was the day I started to turn the corner. Now, was I a different man that day forward? Absolutely, but not overnight. In my last video, I made a controversial statement to not let other people tell you what to do when you get divorced. Because they basically have, they literally have no investment in your future well-being. None. They have no dog in your fight. So what's the most important step you can take after getting gutted by divorce? You say, fuck it. Now, I know that that's a lot easier said than done, but at some point, that switch has got to flip. And when it does, you stop fighting battles that can't be won, and you start rebuilding what's always been yours, your identity. Now, you might be weeks or even months, hell, some of you may be years into your separation and your divorce. Maybe you're still clinging to a marriage that she's already walked out of. Maybe you're already deep in a custody nightmare. But you can't rebuild while chasing what broke you. For me, the turning point was January 31st, 2006. It was 8 months after separation and 3 months after our divorce paper had been signed. 8 months after separation, 3 weeks after the papers were signed. On that day, I wrote something in my journal that I had forgotten about for nearly 20 years until I started editing that journal, that live writing, for paperback print. And what I wrote that day, at least that excerpt, it was not long, but it was real. And looking back on those journal entries, that's when everything for me started to change. Let me read those brief words here for you. January 31, 2006. Today's my fucking birthday. I don't have time to write much because I have tons of homework. I decided to say fuck it about a lot of things. Fuck people. Fuck therapy. Fuck feeling bad about things. That was the day I started to turn the corner. Now, was I a different man that day forward? Absolutely, but not overnight. I still felt guilt, shame, a lot of shame. People are really good at putting shame on us. And I was still worried, after writing that, what people might think about me. I still tried to keep others happy. But that day was the start. Because as I continued to write, as I continued to journal, I noticed a shift in my mentality, now having gone back and read it, getting it ready for paperback print. I noticed a huge shift in how I carried and presented myself. It was that day that I really began to understand just how alone I was and to act accordingly. And 6 years after I wrote that, 6 years after I said, fuck it, I was living in full alignment, having earned my bachelor's degree and my master's degree in psychology. I was living with peace, autonomy, and zero need for external validation. I no longer allowed people authority over my decisions and my life. Now, it took me a while. It did. It took me quite a while to get from that statement to the totally secure lifestyle that I needed and I wanted. I'm trying to help you to get there much quicker than I did. So if you're still breaking your back to be the good guy to a woman who abandoned you, I'm here to say it again. Fuck that. Your friends are not paying your bills. Your coworkers are not helping you move across town to your new one-bedroom apartment. And she's not calling to check on your mental health. So stop giving your energy to other people. Stop trying to defend a vision of yourself that doesn't need defending. My friend, it is time to start building. Whether it's a new career, a new skill, or finally doing something that's always mattered to you. Hell, go get a pilot's license if that's what you've always wanted. Start rebuilding engines. Whatever it is, go all in for your own sanity, for your own future. And everything else, fuck it. You need your confidence back. And it starts by reclaiming the one thing that nobody can ever take from you, your self-respect. If you ever want to talk or connect, check the description for my contact information and my socials in the description. I'm here to help, and you're not alone.